This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe, anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Fans, Aquaman. Blake's just not listening. What? Jason impersonates Michael.
Some people just want to watch World Buzz.
Jeff nails another draft day.
Nailed
Blake's
it.
top 5 has 98.
I got
Jason
more.
just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's the history of bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the history of bad ideas, episode number 231. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff. Blake. I am Jim.
Everybody's back this week.
Hey, the gang's all here.
Oh, Jim's with his 10th beer of the day. What do you got there, Jim?
Technically, it is only my 4th beer of the day. There were 3 16-ounce Bud Lights on the golf course and a 22-ounce Coors Light at BW3.
Okay.
This one is a Bud Light Orange.
How is that Bud Light Orange?
So technically, he's had 0 real beers. Technically, yes.
Technically, yes. So I'm sober.
So you've had a lot of water in your body today.
I am hydrated.
Okay. I have Great Lakes Brewing Company, Elliott Ness Amber Lager. I'll be honest, I don't know how this got in the Bob Studios refrigerator, but I'll take it. It's pretty damn good.
Obviously, somebody with taste.
Somebody left it here.
That is a tasty beverage, and that when I reached in, and that's what I pulled out.
I appreciate that for you giving that to me. Blake, welcome back from Greenland.
Thank you.
How was it?
It was awesome.
Did you have to take a second or third mortgage out on your house?
No, we only had to take one mortgage out on the house in order to afford food.
Okay.
Because almost all the food in Iceland is imported. Except for
fish?
Except for fish, because a lot of langostino, and milk and horse.
Oh, how is horse this time of the year?
I don't think I ate horse that you know of.
Why not?
That I know of. It may have been part of the beef carpaccio that I had in one plate. That may have been horse, but I'm going to go with the fact that I believe it was beef. But if it was horse, it was really good.
Maybe.
They eat horse, yes.
Really?
Yes, they do. It's on the menu. You could actually see full steak. I guess that's the horse version of veal.
Well, let's be real. Horses have plagued this earth for centuries upon centuries. Yeah. What good have they done upon this earth?
That's
Nothing.
True.
The Pony Express.
Okay, well that is true because we got rid of the Pony Express. We got the U.S. Postal Service now.
They revolutionized the mail service, and then we fucked it up.
It actually was quicker with the Pony Express than the Postal Service now.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, we just lost our postal workers. Bye, Doug.
To be fair, though, I feel like the Postal Service never recovered after Kevin Costner retired. That was pretty much the downfall.
I actually, at my place of employment, there is actually a post-nuclear plan, and the primary means of communication is by post office mail.
Mm-hmm. But there would be no post offices available.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it was pretty funny. I actually have it. I'll bring it in and show you guys.
Well,
I actually found this memo from 1985, and I kept it, and I showed everybody, and we all got a kick out of it because we're cleaning out drawers.
If you want to communicate to the sewers in Doug's neighborhood, that'd be a great idea.
Yeah. It would be.
Just don't run into Splinter.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
Rocksteady and Bebop are intercepting that mail.
Yeah. Because part of the rules is we have to wait and determine what the actual categorization of dead radioactive human beings would be, whether or not environmental waste or not.
6 billion.
Yeah.
I'll just start there. Is part of the post-apocalyptic plan also building a statue to a mailman? Because that really works out well, too.
I didn't find that in the memo.
Oh, you will.
Maybe that's buried.
Because if you can't have postmen that take over the world, I don't know, we're screwed. They are the lifeblood.
So let's say if we bury radioactive human beings and other
Yes.
people get affected by it, can we sue the government?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because nothing would grow in that area for a while.
Well, yeah, there's the disposal of the human radioactive remains is a big deal, believe it or not.
Would you burn it?
I mean, if you ever get to that point.
Could you just put it all in Detroit? Nobody would notice.
Yeah.
So they're Flint's drinking water.
There you go.
No one's drinking it anyway. It actually is a step up from the lead.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's
right.
plutonium now.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Killing all the lead germs.
Yes.
you know, I can't. It's not as bad as lead because now I have 3 arms, so it's great. Lead was just killing me. Plutonium gives me appendages.
Yeah, you might get a superpower from it.
Flint, home of the superpowers.
That is where the
Out of every 50,000 deaths, one person gets a superpower.
But there is one. There is one. Welcome to Flint, home of the Justice League.
all 4 of them. There's nobody else alive.
There's a guy with 3 eyes. What's your superpower? I can see.
I can see out of the side of my head.
you can't surprise me from the right.
The other is arms fall off boy. I finally have a purpose.
Unfortunately, they don't reattach.
But I can pick it up and throw it at him.
The good news
And my
is
other arm goes with it.
the good news is he grows a new one every day, so it's okay. My name is Tail Boy. I have a tail. Yay! And what's your?
And I think I was born with that one.
It never fell off.
Actually, that's his special power. You trap him, the tail disconnects, and he's able to escape, and your tail grows back.
I thought we had Tailboy again.
Why do we keep trying to capture him by the tail?
That's his power. It's a tail.
Played by Michael B. Jordan.
Torch Boy.
I'm Tail Boy now.
They all have more powers than Peter from Deadpool 2.
I haven't seen it.
We saw it this weekend.
Did you like it?
Yes.
It was very humorous.
Very
Good.
fun. I think it might have been funnier than the first one.
Will it hold up, you think? The jokes.
The end credits will.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of jokes that I don't think would hold up. I think they'll hold up.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot that are necessarily.
Any Green Lantern jokes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And unless you're a big fan of Shatterstar from the comics,
Oh.
so that those 2 people will not like the movie.
Yeah. There's 2 people who are Shatterstar fans.
I do like Shatterstar.
Jason's one.
No. No. So you saw Deadpool. I'm glad we got off topic of Greenland. So,
Iceland.
Whatever. Same country.
Iceland is green. Greenland is ice.
Yes.
Yes.
Your daughter got her first professional soccer goal. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much.
That is awesome.
It was nice to be there, you
Okay.
know. And, my father-in-law was there as well.
Was it? Did he come
Yes.
back on the trip?
Yes,
You let him back.
yes.
Okay.
I
good.
have the stories I can tell are podcast gold.
But
I'm under marital constraint.
and you appreciate your marriage.
I
You
will
love
be
your marriage.
divorced if this goes on the air.
Are you that attached to your wife?
Well, let's put it this way. I claim Hobie as a capital loss for taxes because I'm
Okay.
paid in IOUs.
Yes.
And I do have 25% share. Mm-hmm. She'll own that share.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
I think for the benefit of the podcast,
So
You
is she
should
or
do not share the
Yoko
story.
Ono?
Now, I did give...
No, she
I-
has talent.
Oh, hold on, yeah. I did give Jeff a taste of some of those stories.
Oh, I heard some of those too.
Yeah, and you were...
this
That's
past
right. I
weekend.
gave you a small sampling.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're not allowed to say that.
No.
Okay. If you go to the Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 14th through 16th, If you pay $5 to a charity of ours,
There you go.
Blake will tell you a story. You also have to figure out what day Blake's going to be there.
You may have to liquor me up first in the green room.
I am going to be donating money to hear these stories because I wasn't there on Friday night to hear the stories.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is, though, Jim, we will be donating to a great cause called Mystery Box.
Yes.
We're doing the $100 Mystery Box this year. Rumor has it, listeners, if you stop by our booth, we will be buying a $100 Mystery Box, opening it up, and if you donate, you do get something out of the box, accordingly to your share. RJ Holt, one of our listeners, Randall Holt, is donating to the cause.
I'm thinking we go to the $170 box.
If we can get enough people, I'm with you.
Well, I know I have the box from last year, and I think a lot of that stuff will be in the
The boxes this year.
no, it'll be in the
In the gift bags
in
this
the
year,
gi-
that we're...
in the
Trivia box?
The trivia box. You can win some good stuff there.
Yes, please bring some of that along. We also will be having Pez. Jeff's bringing lots of Pez with us.
I am?
Yes, you're part of that.
Oh,
Good for you, Jeff.
yay!
Just bring Pez.
Apparently, I'm bringing Pez.
Yes.
Apparently, you have to bring Pez.
And you can challenge us in movie trivia. But yes, if you would like to be part of the mystery box, please let us know. And even if you donate money, if you send it to us, by PayPal or mail, or, well, not mail because they hate us now. If you send it by fax or copy,
Or Hobie IOUs.
same thing, you can be in the
right.
running and we'll ship it to you. Of course, I don't know how we're going to ship it to you because the post office hates us.
If it's in Hobie IOUs, we'll take a picture of it to you and send it to you, and then we will donate it to give it to somebody else.
Yes. So, just to let you know, it's pretty exciting. So anyway, so Greenland.
Iceland.
Yes, okay. How much is a regular meal there food?
For yourself, you're looking to start at least probably about $50.
For one person?
Yeah. At minimum, because everything's,
Mm-hmm.
it is a protected economy. Socialist democracy
Mm-hmm.
requires a lot of value-added taxing in order to pay for a lot of things.
Yes.
But, a lot of the goods and everything is, the cost of living is fairly expensive, especially when it comes to food. And also because of the minimum wage, restrictions that are, for Icelanders and all that kind of
What
stuff.
is the minimum wage?
It's I think it's something like the equivalent of the least skilled job there by law. You're paid equivalent of about $15 an hour.
Podcaster?
Yes.
No,
They make more than we do.
So we got to move to Iceland to become podcasters.
Yeah, and the government will pay our salaries.
I like it.
There
Let's
you go.
do it.
$15
Let's
an
do
hour.
it.
And so you have that working for you. And of course, this may come as a shocker for our listeners in Canada and the UK and abroad. Please, for one moment, put on your patience hat. For our American listeners, Iceland is an island.
Yes.
Yes, in the North Atlantic, surrounded by water.
Oh, no.
Right, yes.
3 sides, 2 sides.
So if you triangulate, now I know that's a difficult word. Triangulate, you may have to
Proven fact
Google
until
that
you
word.
Tell us we're wrong.
That's
Yes,
right.
you triangulate that between like Greenland, the United Kingdom, which is Ireland and England, right?
Wales?
In Wales, true.
Scotland?
It's part of it. Yeah, it's northern part. Yes,
Jamaica?
in Norway.
No.
right? It is an island, so they have to import a bulk of a lot of their food, and so you're paying taxes. Not only you're paying for the importation of that, which was kind of interesting because as I went into the grocery store, there were American items all over the place, along with the other European Union food. But you're looking at like a pack of bacon, $25.
But it's worth it.
Oh, well, of course. So I did buy a pack of bacon.
Did you get caught bringing your own bacon across on a plane?
No, but I am going to smuggle bacon next time.
Okay.
Yes,
Because if I could sell that for $25 a pack, I'm looking at 500% profit.
So pretty much you will pay for the extra carry-on.
Yes, now
Full of bacon.
The
I
extra
will.
checked bag.
That's correct. Now I flew WOW Airlines, which is kind of like the JetBlue of Iceland, sponsored by the government. Because it's all a trap to get you there cheaply, and once you're there, you pay out the ass for
And
everything.
then it's only one-way ticket. It took you 3 weeks to
Yeah.
get home. They
Yes.
only have tickets out or
Yes.
planes out once a month.
Yeah, so if you're looking at like a packet of oatmeal for $5,
Can you bring food in?
You can get your Quaker Oats because it's there. It's pretty impressive. But they tax that and they tax everything else. Like they're not allowed to import milk, so milk is very expensive because not only are you paying for very high labor for the milk, and the demand is high. They tax everything going into making of the milk, and then on top of that, they value add taxed on the sales price of milk.
So how do people survive there if it's this expensive for food?
I don't know. That's a good question because anybody working easy service labor jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, when you're there, you have to go back on European time for customer service and tables and restaurants. The biggest irritant that I had was listening to a certain person complain all the time about goddamn service in a restaurant. But anyways. So remember, when you go there in Europe, the mindset there is when you sit there, that is your table for however long you want. And they're not in a rush to get to you because they're not working for tips. And their view is you're there, you're going to be there for however long you want because dinner is more of an event kind of item, not like in the States, you got to get in, get out, get in, get out. Turn the table because you're working for tips and service. So you got to go change with that mindset. But everybody who's working the service jobs were not Icelandic for the most part. They're from other places, in Europe and.
Is your daughter who plays professional soccer there? Is she paid in bacon?
No, but that would be a good deal. She is paid in the equivalent of U.S. dollars.
Okay,
so she's paid in kronen, right? So kronen is they're not EU, so they don't have the euro. However, they have kronen. Now, the other problem that's been for Iceland is that their kronen has been gaining value too. So as their kronen increases, not only are they expensive to begin with, the kronen gets more expensive for other currencies, and so it becomes more expensive. So they've experienced a growth in tourism for the past couple years, and it is a beautiful island. You guys seen the pictures I put up on old person Facebook? Because I don't do anything else. But
Facebook's still around?
Yes, it is. I still populate it.
History of Bad. Just like in the History of Bad Ideas podcast. Hi.
Yeah, I'm surprised I wasn't subpoenaed for Congress. But anyway,
You're the only one left on Facebook.
Yes, but it is a volcanic island. It's nothing but volcanoes, right? What it used to be. It's still earthquakey and volcanic. So you're driving in through wastelands of black volcanic rock, covered in like green tundra, green moss, very beautiful. And then all of a sudden, you'll just come to this beautiful big ass lake and giant waterfall in the middle of nowhere, and it's raw still, it's
toxic.
untouched. And the Icelandic, Icelanders are learning we've got a great deal here. And now, since their tourism has been increasing, because historically Icelanders, were xenophobic, more or less. Well, you think about it, they're an island nation in the cold North Atlantic.
They named it Iceland for a reason.
Yeah,
to keep people out.
Exactly. Keep it secret. Yeah, so they've been increasing. Yeah.
That's the mistake Wonder Woman made. They called it Paradise Island.
That's true.
Everyone wanted to go there.
That's right.
Just Chris Pine.
Yeah. So the issue that they have now, they're looking at is like, well, everybody, we can get people here, but now we're going to price ourselves out of the tourism industry because it's so expensive. So that's what we're dealing with. So yeah, it was sticker shock for the first day on a lot of items as I went in. I'm like, holy crap! But after the first day, you just accept that you're going to spend a lot of money to eat.
What do they have? What is cheap there? Anything?
Seafood.
That's about it.
Langostino.
Couldn't you just eat seafood?
Horse.
Horse.
There's a lot of horses there.
Everybody loves
to
the
ride.
horse.
Yeah, you ride them, and then I guess you eat them.
You fuck them? Did you just say you were going to fuck them?
No, eat them.
No, you said eat them.
Oh, sorry.
Where's your mind?
Big equestrian.
They're cheaper than the female prostitutes.
No.
Horses.
Well, hold on. They have a.
Well, have you seen those prostitutes? They're all blonde-haired,
yes, true.
women.
Nobody wants that. Give me the horse. I love a good mane.
Equestrian business is huge there. I mean, you couldn't throw a lava rock without hitting an equestrian farm.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, see? And so there's all kinds of ride horses all over the place. Look, if you've been on an island for hundreds of years, you're going to eat what's
you'd
there.
Be pretty old.
You'd be pretty old, but you also probably would develop a taste for horse because you have to eat meat, and there's a source of meat, and it's plentiful.
There's a lot of people on Facebook.
You mean you
they're
have
old.
to eat meat?
Not really.
Yeah, you do.
Well, yeah. Well, technically, in order to properly survive.
Does your daughter like it?
No. You can eat peanuts and
She
beans
won't
for
eat
your
horse.
protein.
No. Does she like Iceland?
Yes, it is very nice.
Do they have peanuts and beans on Iceland?
Yes, imported.
Oh, God. Can you
Yeah,
imagine
yeah,
how
yeah.
much the cashews
Yeah,
are?
about $20 a can. There you go, at least.
So how diverse is the populace there?
They're all, you can tell they all look the same. Now, there's an app in Iceland.
down the hall.
Yeah, hold on a second. There's an app in Iceland that they use for dating, and it's to identify whether you're second cousins or not. And I am dead serious. I'm not kidding.
Are we related?
That is correct. No, it's how related are we?
Yeah, they're related somehow.
Yes.
But remember, there is a small
island.
isolated island
Yeah.
with a population, right? That's been there for a while. So yeah, believe it or not, but they, a lot of attractive Icelanders. They've all got that Nordic, rounded cheek, pointy nose, big horn helmets. I'm dying. They don't wear horn helmets.
Blake spent a lot of time calling
They
dibs.
sell horn helmets as a touristy item.
Those are $1,700.
Yeah, those are $1,000 for a piece of plastic. No,
Actual plastic, though.
yes.
Do they?
Real imported.
How much?
Real imported plastic.
Yeah.
How much does a pillager make?
Well, see that.
They rape a lot more than
Hold on a second. I remember we were driving through one of the fjords there while we're
fjords?
chasing waterfalls.
Okay.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go chasing
Stick with the streams and lakes you know.
waterfalls.
And so
Where's my eye?
I did reference a Hobie joke. And then they're talking about, even like the recreating a Viking cruise ship and on the fjord and row. And I went into our row rape and pillage jokes.
Go back to a couple episodes
And
ago.
let
People
me-
were joking about Vikings and what they were going to
How
do.
did your father-in-law feel about that joke?
Nobody laughed.
One
I had I
daddy-in-law.
did not read the crowd in the car correctly. I thought it was pretty fucking funny.
You know what?
nobody
That's
else
all that
did.
matters. That's all that
That's
matters.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
Blake, we're happy to have you back.
Thanks. It's great. It's great to be back. I know Scab Blake was here because here's all the root beer flavored dum dums in my chair. What up? These are the worst, man. Root beer sucks.
He was munching on those.
Well, how them come? They're still here. Give them away.
I like that you got a really good tan from Iceland. You look really tanned.
I look really white.
yes,
Yes.
yes, you do.
And I'll tell you what. If it is. I'm going back in September, hopefully to see the Northern Lights and the end of her match in the season. So when I go back, I'm looking forward to that. And it was a really good time. The people there were really nice. Most of everybody spoke English, and I didn't have to worry
'Cause they
about
want your money.
Yeah, they want your money, and I didn't have to row or get raped or pillaged. Except my wallet. My wallet did.
Yes.
It got raped hard.
Yes.
So being there at this time of year, how much daylight do they get?
That's the weird part. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about that. So it's 4 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. America people.
America.
You mean real person time?
Yeah, real person time. Yeah. So I don't think I've ever fully adjusted, but while I was there, but you were talking and we're having a good time. Well, at the rare moment.
You were having a good time with your family?
You were talking, and we're all of a sudden you're like, what time is it? And you're looking at it, I was like, it's probably like what, 8, 9 o'clock? No, it's 1 a.m. It is that light, and you have to black out shades, to go to sleep. And at this point in time, okay, non-American people, let me explain something. There's more daylight up there, not because that part of the Earth is closer to the sun. It's actually because it's tilted towards the sun, and the Earth spins, flat earther people, right?
Yeah, but so that makes no sense because
Yeah,
the
Earth
Earth is flat.
That's correct. Well, sometimes the North Pole gets in the way, and it creates a shadow. And that shadow is probably about between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning, so it gets kind of dusky, But,
It's just like a thin line from the pole?
well, actually, the pole from the angle from the sun, it actually, spreads out.
the North Pole is actually
Yeah.
pretty fat.
That's
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Fat at the bottom and gets narrower to the top. Yeah.
It's more like a pyramid.
Yes, correct. And so when the elephant moves, right?
Yes.
When the elephant moves and spins the flat earth around, the turtles react and try to adjust. And so that's why you get maybe 2 or 4 hours of dusk time because, that pole is wavering. As
So you said you're going back in September?
Yeah, going back in
Won't it-
September, hopefully we'll catch the Aurora
Won't it
Borealis,
still be
the Northern
pretty
Lights.
bright in September?
No, that's all right. Summertime is basically limited only there in June and July.
Yeah, you were there in May.
Yeah, not a good time.
I'm just saying, in May it was.
The high was like 49 degrees and the low was 43. And it just like remained that constant time. But the weather changes, like within 60 seconds. It's amazing how fast the weather can change. You're standing there and you're like, wow, this is great. It's actually sunny. It's starting to warm up. And 1 minute later, like, how am I wet? Because, the wind comes and blows in.
So it's like
the clouds come in. And it's not like, sometimes it's hard rain, but sometimes it's just a mist that blows. And a lot of people wear slicker, raincoats and like what they call wet pants.
They wear rubbers?
Yes.
Slickers.
Yes.
Slickers.
And so, especially when you go to the waterfall and stuff like that, you have to because of the water and the mist. But you'll stand there, next thing you know, you're completely wet. And it was like, and 1 minute ago it was
Grow
sunny.
up, Jeff.
Yeah, 1 minute it was sunny. Yeah.
You said rubbers.
Yeah. Yeah, so wear your slicker when you go. After you get stuck there by the cheap airline tickets.
Condoms are $1,800 per pack.
The rental car, by the way. All right. There's like a shitload of insurances you buy. You like windshield insurance. You have to get like underbody insurance because some of the roads are strictly 4x4 only. And if you don't have a 4x4, you're not allowed to take the car on that road. And you need a 4x4 if you want to go do the fun stuff because it's rough, man.
Did you have a Yugo?
No.
Okay.
I
You
know.
just can't get an umbrella package on insurance?
Yes,
Or-
and then you got to buy more. That's how they screw you on
How much,
the insurance.
how much is
too.
a rental car?
You have to get like lava dust insurance. No, I'm dead serious.
I agree, I know.
Because
Look
all
who you're
of a-
talking to. I know insurance.
Yeah, all of a sudden, there could be
Hawaii?
stuff
You do
kicking up.
now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What's left?
Yeah, what's
Oh,
left?
you have to get actual lava insurance in Hawaii.
No, there's actually a lot left. It's getting bigger and bigger by the minute.
Yeah. But no, and speaking of 4x4s, there's a lot of what I call Mad Max cars on the road. And I'm talking about like the big elevated wheels and stuff. And you need that stuff because especially in the wintertime with the snow and the ice and the roads aren't as good as what you were used to.
Do they have a really small guy on a big guy's shoulders riding around?
No, but there was a guy playing a guitar with a loudspeaker.
Oh.
Yeah, riding around.
Was he the naked cowboy?
No. He's wearing leather pants.
Naked cowboy was in Cincinnati this past weekend.
No. No, but
Yeah,
yeah.
not be in Cincinnati.
That's fucking Bunbury.
Well, he's from here, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But that's enough of Iceland. But it was a really good time. It was really nice.
Well, we're happy to have you back.
Thank you. It was good to be back.
This week's episode is sponsored by Iceland's tourist attraction.
Well, I got some up downs.
Okay, you got some up downs?
My up is I want to congratulate my softball team for winning a game that I was not there to remain undefeated.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So thank you guys.
You're
Us
welcome.
old guys actually played balls out here.
Yes.
Actually had diving plays, to which my wife said, "Why are you limping?" And I said, "I dove and made 2 plays." And she's like, "I don't feel sorry for you."
Well, you stopped the ball anyway.
You weren't covering.
I was covering.
Okay, Jeff, you ran like a sloth. I threw it.
You threw it behind me.
You still caught it.
Yeah. I was nowhere near the base because I had to change
I
direction.
scored from second on a single.
Wait. Was that worse than the play about 10 years ago when I made a diving play up the middle at shortstop, looked to field the ball, flip the ball to the second baseman, and Jason was still standing where the normal second baseman
In
stands?
my defense, I was playing first.
You were playing second, and your defense was, I didn't think you were going to get to that.
Well, it's true.
Well, the fact is you're not supposed to think. You just
React. It's supposed to be
That's
instinctual.
how we got in trouble with the election, okay? Both sides of it, people.
Both sides.
I didn't think either of them would be candidates. I didn't think either of them would get there.
That's what you get for not thinking.
My up this week is the Bumblebee trailer for Transformers. Now, I'm not saying it's good, but it's much better than anything Michael Bay has ever touched with Transformers. It actually looks decent and adequate. So there you go.
So I need to see this, is what you're saying.
The Bumblebee, it's on our Facebook page, History of Bad Ideas. It's just Bumblebee and Starscreamer, I think it is the bad guy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look bad. It takes place in the 80s, and it's like, why don't you just reboot this? Like, use this as a starting point. Because they already canceled the new Transformers film.
Thank
They
God.
did that last week. So now, The original idea was they're going to make Bumblebee because it's already been made, and then just stop with the Transformer movies for a while, and then bring them back and make it G.I. Joe and Transformers is the one rumor.
Oh, no.
Don't.
Those
if
are
you watch
terrible.
the Transformers, the Bumblebee trailer, it's like, this could work as just a single movie, and then make a joint universe eventually. You don't need it right away.
You don't need it at all. Those are just two properties that did not mix.
No. I don't mean Transformers and J&J. I mean, if you're going to eventually get a lot of Transformers together,
Yeah.
like Avengers type thing, do it down the line.
So you're saying give them all solo movies first?
all,
Have
but-
an Ironhide movie.
The Dino
And then-
Transformers or whatever. it is.
Dinobots?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like, do an Optimus Prime and a couple of things. Go back to their planet and do one. I mean, do something different. And I'm like, then you could actually make a decent film as long as Michael Bay doesn't touch it.
Here's a question: what type of car was Bumblebee?
He's a Volkswagen Bug in it.
Oh, thank goodness!
Yeah, they changed it. He's
thank
a bug.
goodness.
Will the identity politicians accuse him of cultural appropriation and stereotyping?
Down the hall. Down the hall. Down
Yes.
Because that was a complaint about Bumblebee in the Transformer movie.
You know what I would be complaining about in the original Transformer movies? That's the original
That it
Transformers movie. It was horrible. Optimus Prime.
Out of all the things to complain about, that's what they picked?
I would have complained about Optimus Prime being.
Wasn't it a complaint about Bumblebee?
Yes.
Cultural appropriation?
Yes.
For the guy who couldn't talk?
Yes.
Well, they also had an issue with the two
Oh.
Green guys too. in
Oh,
it.
wait, I'm sorry.
Green
I
robots.
don't know what I'm talking about.
He's been in Iceland for 6 weeks. Leave him alone.
Yeah. I've been paying $10 for a beer. Viking beer, by the way.
His roaming charge on cell phone was $18 a minute.
Can I also
Was
say...
it beer? Or was it mead?
No, they had that too. Actually, they had meat that was available. Can I just say how great it was to go to a country that, well, first of all, they had Viking beer there,
Yeah.
right? Viking, that's the label. Great to go to a country where your choices are like lager and you're not bombarded with stupid IPA shit.
You need IPA. You need IPA. You need IPA. What? Because it's the cheapest and easiest thing to
Yeah.
make, so everybody's going to think it's fantastic. No, you're actually drinking grass,
Unfortunately,
That's
you
right.
drank a lot of Bud Light there.
Horse grass.
horse grass.
Yeah. No. Good Viking lager, man.
Did you say horse shit a lot there?
No.
Oh, okay. So that was my up for this week. Jeff, you got any ups?
Deadpool 2.
Okay. Any downs this week, Jeff?
No.
My down this week is Westworld is coming to an end soon this season. That's my down.
And, you know, the past 2 episodes, I guess we're not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, we can.
You know, a lot of story getting revealed and wrapped up here.
It's this week. We won't spoil it because it's only been 2 days old. But
All right.
they really, and Jeff hasn't seen it. They pretty much told you what the whole plot of the park was.
Yep. Big reveals.
Big reveals. A lot of things coming back. Anthony Hopkins was back this week.
Well,
Yeah.
ruin that for me.
Oh, he was back last week. Shut up.
I didn't see last week.
Oh, well, that's too late to. You have a week. Sorry. You have a week. Sorry.
You
Anyway.
have a 7-day grace period.
Yeah,
It's
you got 7
expired.
days and we're done. We had a 30-day grace period on Avengers Infinity War because douchebag over here wouldn't see it.
Have you
I
seen it
still
yet?
haven't seen it.
I meant to.
They all die.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
they all die. Not all. Half the people die in it. Okay. There, I spoiled it for you.
Yeah, but we'll go back in time and, like, resurrect everybody.
well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
but fuck you. We're telling about Avengers.
Oh, by the way, Blake-
by the way, I did speed you guys up for your Infinity Wars discussion. So when I get around to it this weekend, I hope I'll still have some non-spoiler.
But you did
For
see
me
the
to
new
enjoy.
Melissa McCarthy film, so that's good.
Yeah, it was when she shits in the sink.
Yeah, I love that one.
It's great.
Love that.
That's every film.
Yeah,
Blake,
yeah.
I would recommend, though, you don't watch Deadpool 2.
I need to do that still too.
I wouldn't. Cable is in it.
And that is time travel.
A lot of time travel.
How is there time travel in Deadpool?
Because Cable is in it.
Cables from the future.
Shit.
Does he have pockets?
No. He really doesn't.
man,
They
no.
didn't give him the pocket uniform.
His fanny pack.
Oh, he does have a fanny pack.
Oh, okay,
You're
I'll
right.
give you that. that's fine. The pocket.
So, yeah, I suppose he does have pockets. One big
Well,
pocket.
how about tiny pockets?
It's more of a sashling than a fanny pack.
Sashlings are cool. By the way, my wife wore one of those stupid ass Taurus waist belt thingies.
Fanny pack?
Fanny
No,
pack.
yeah, I boy, those things annoy the hell.
Is it
out of me.
European?
What did Ross
Yeah.
call him?
Leather
Man
pants.
bags.
Oh.
Oh, leather bands. Whatever.
Rose got leather pants on!
You know, and we are like 8 weeks behind on Legion. I'm surprised we haven't talked about Legion yet.
It's on my DVR.
All right.
I've seen the first episode.
Okay.
That's why,
They're
because
still all on my
too
DVR.
lazy to watch
You
it.
guys, you'll enjoy it. They take it for a neat spin
I'm still
and concepts.
trying to finish off Legends of Tomorrow.
Stop. Go to Legion before.
No!
Legends.
Yeah,
Legion
yeah,
first.
I will.
All right,
Move
we'll
on to
talk about it
Legends
later.
of Tomorrow is,
Is it?
yes.
I know, but it's so relaxing because it does. You don't have
You
to
don't
worry
have to pay
about it.
attention.
Yeah, it is.
I
Something.
mean, you watch a half episode, you fall asleep, miss the second half, you don't miss anything.
No, you really don't. No.
I have
Except Steel.
Yeah, I have it down for the week.
What's your down?
It also involves softball. So on Sundays, after we play softball, we go back to the bar and we play euchre. And we were playing with somebody who was so fucking anal.
No names.
It made it so unfun to play euchre. I mean, he complained about everything, and he took it way too serious. But no names.
But euchre is a social event.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
That's right.
Euchre's a horrible. Anyways, what's
Horrible.
It's horrible.
You know what we should do is we'll put up a Twitter poll of the week. We'll put up some euchre options, see if people actually play these options.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk offline.
Somebody send me the link.
Yeah.
There's some options.
There you go.
We did have a Twitter poll of the week. With Andrew Lincoln leaving The Walking Dead this season. Did you notice that? Did you know that?
I saw that in
6
the news.
episodes.
Yes, there's a thing called internet in Iceland, by the way.
Really?
When did they get that?
Last year.
You mean Al Gore was nice enough to invent it there, too?
Yes.
Did they have like a Kmart blue light special internet?
No. It's called Verizon Overseas Fees, which you're going to pay out the ass.
He took a second mortgage out to actually
For the
listen
why-
to Hobie last week.
Exactly.
That's dedication.
No, no, not quite, because I listened to you guys at 1.5 the speed. And actually, it's more enjoyable.
Thank you.
I think we probably are more enjoyable at
Or 0.5
faster.
speed.
So 1.5 speed,
No,
so
you
you
don't
get
want to
through
get
it.
past us quicker.
Yeah. And then when you guys talked about Infinity War, I kept going, 15 second skip until until it changed. Yeah.
Twitter Pro of the Week on Bad Ideas Podcast. You can find us there. Follow us. We had, with Andrew Lincoln leaving The Walking Dead, how will Rick exit the season? His character, Rick. Killed by a zombie. Negan kills him. Turns evil and is kicked out of the community. He leaves and is just happily ever after. Like a happy ending.
There was no Maggie murders him.
Well, she's leaving too. I think
Well,
it would be,
great.
But
yeah.
she might murder him and then run off.
Murder-suicide.
Murder-suicide.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think it would be better if they both shot each other at the same time and died at the same time.
I really think Rick goes crazy, and either he kills himself, gets killed, or runs off stark raving mad.
I would be fine with that.
I voted for Turns Evil is kicked out, but
I
I
think that would be
probably
best.
think, in all reality, he should be killed by a zombie.
Well, in last place at 10% was Turns Evil and kicked out.
I was the one who voted for that.
Third place, Negan kill. We had a lot of votes on this one. People like Walking Dead. Negan kills him at 13%, and winning 54% to 23%. He leaves the community and is a happily ever after ending. That was kind of surprising. I really hope that doesn't happen.
I'm a little confused. Have people been watching Walking Dead more than me? Because I'm under the impression there's no way this could ever have a happily ever after.
No, they can't. But they're going to try. They're going to try.
This is a world where dead people try to eat you for no reason other than you live.
I
don't see a happily ever after.
I would like to see a 50-year time jump, and he just dies of old age. And then they pick up the rest of the series in 50 years.
That'd be cool.
Zombies are gone.
And then he becomes a zombie.
No, zombies are gone then.
Oh,
It's
look,
just life.
They found the cure?
Yeah.
No care, the zombies just all ended up
They
dying
eventually
out
all
before.
rotted away.
You would think after a while, just
Yeah.
all you have to do is outlast them. Just don't be the slowest gazelle. That's
right.
all you have to do is outlast these zombies.
That's why rule number one in zombie apocalypse is cardio.
Or move to Canada where it gets cold and these zombies freeze to the ground and then you can kill them easily. Just saying.
But if you move too far north, the vampires come then.
That is
Oh,
true.
fucking vampires.
What's worse, vampires or Josh Hartnett?
Ooh.
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh.
If you go under the sea, the height
Under
you
the
run into
sea.
Jar Jar Binks.
Everything's better under the sea.
I'm sorry I brought that up so Jason had to sing. I'm sorry.
Everything's better
listeners.
when it's wetter. Iceland. Anyways, we do have a new Twitter poll of the week, sponsored by Doug this week, #1 fan.
New?
And
Thought we just read it.
We have a new one.
We put a new one up today.
Pixar is releasing Incredibles 2. In honor of that, let's do the opposite. What is the worst Pixar film? And we have Cars 2, Brave. What else did we have? Monsters University
And The Good
The
Dinosaur.
Good Dinosaur.
and The Good Dinosaur.
I had a problem voting for those because I could only bring myself to watch one of those.
Which one was that?
I watched Monsters University.
And it was not good.
I didn't hate it.
It was no, but of all of the Pixar movies, it's pretty weak.
I mean, from what I hear, Cars 2,
Oh.
Good Dinosaur are just atrocious. So I'm glad I didn't.
So
Watch
now,
those.
is it your personal opinion you didn't like?
No, I went
Brave?
online. I went online and found
Those are the four
three
lowest?
different articles. They picked the worst films. Cars 3 was on there, but I did not want to do Cars 2 and 3.
I understand that.
So I did a little different. I just picked the worst one.
So Brave is considered one of the four worst.
16th out of 19.
Okay, it surprises me because I know A Bug's Life gets no love.
Brave, I liked the character Merida, whatever, Meridia. And I like that idea. The plot was not good. I have an issue with that.
The problem I have with it is they hired Billy Connolly to do a voice.
I like Billy Connolly.
You don't like Billy Connolly?
How do you like Billy Connolly?
I don't know. I just do. I just do.
What
don't
did
know
you like
how.
him in? Like,
Head of the class.
I was like, when he replaced Howard Hesseman?
Yes!
You really like that?
And I liked his spinoff, Billy,
Yeah,
that we didn't know about until 2 seasons
I
weeks
knew
ago.
about it. I just didn't know it was a spinoff.
We didn't either. Yeah.
I knew he had a show called Billy. After
Billy,
that
Billy,
went
Billy,
off the
Billy,
air. I
Billy,
didn't
Billy.
realize it was the same character.
Billy.
Wait, and the spinoff was, how many of the students came back?
None. He moved to
moved to
California
LA.
to get married for a green card. So right now, Cars 2 is winning. And we got 1 day and 16 hours left when this comes out. So you have about 1 day and 12 hours left. So go to History of
Depending
Bad
on
Ideas.
when you listen to this.
That's right.
It might be over by now.
Bad Ideas Podcast. You can find us on nerdly.co.uk. You can find us on Tangent Bound Network.
So are you guys talking about Scottish
WeBeGeeksPC.com.
Billy Connolly?
Yes.
No, the Jamaican Billy Connolly.
You don't like Billy Connolly?
I do. Why you look at me?
No, I
I
think
do.
he's
You don't like
incredibly
Billy Connolly?
unfunny. I think he might be one of the most unfunny comedians I've ever seen.
Have you seen Dane Cook?
I'm not talking about his comedian
Yeah.
stand. I'm talking about like his movies and stuff. He's got some
they're
good
not
stuff
good
out
either.
there. Yeah, they are.
The ones I saw weren't.
Give me a Billy Connolly movie.
Brave.
Oh, you got
Well played. Well played there, Mr. Bond.
He just got lawyered.
No.
All right.
Anyways, you can also find us on WeBeGeeksPC.com every Wednesday and nerdly.co.uk. Game On, the game, tabletop game review I do with my son every couple weeks. That will be coming out next week. It's the Tortoise and the Hare, or the Hare and the Tortoise is the, or Tortoise and the Hare. Sorry, game by
Whichever
ILO.
one it is.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
yeah. That will be coming out. Gets submitted tomorrow, so it should be out by Friday. And we're on Danger Entertainment.
Danger.
And Geek Life Radio, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, every Friday.
Geek Life.
And also on a lot of other ones, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio until they go bankrupt. You know.
Any good
Google Play.
podcast
Yeah.
app or
Yeah.
network.
And unlike those Brits over there that take cheap shots, could listen to 365 Flicks podcast too. They're nice guys. They're assholes, wankers, cheeky cunts.
Damn it, I was about to say that.
Damn butlers. Anyway, so go vote for the worst Pixar film. Cars 2 is winning.
Was that an insult? Damned butlers.
Yes.
Because all butlers are English, so
Yes, they
that's
are.
what
Best
you're-
ones.
I don't know what, Benson?
He's an asshole.
He wasn't,
What?
He wasn't British.
How do you call Benson an asshole?
Sure he wasn't British? Thought I heard a British accent in there. Speaking of that, top 5 we have is a good one this week, too. Some people just want to watch it bad.
There'll be a lot of bad accents.
Don't know what you're talking about. So,
That's like every episode.
Oh, more so at the end of the.
we didn't have many bad accents last week because Blake wasn't here. His impressions are horrible.
You know, there was a gag gift in Iceland. It was called instant British accent.
Yes.
It was like a little breath mint thing. You spray in your mouth, but it was 1,500 kronen.
Yeah.
That was $15. I said, Jason ain't worth $15.
It's not worth $3.
But yet you still...
And I knew it wouldn't work anyway, so why
Still
waste
pay-
my money?
You still... Hey! That wasn't very nice. At least you didn't mock my goatee. Anyway, fucking scam Blake.
Yeah, that's right.
Asshole. Let's do some news of the geek.
And now for your news of the geek.
No. We're doing
Oh,
listener feedback.
sorry.
Jason misspoke.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Rare. That doesn't happen.
Never.
Yeah, it's true. We don't make mistakes.
Nope.
Hey, yeah, because we have no quality assurance team.
We do, but we fire them each week.
That's why we rely on listener feedback to correct our errors.
We don't make errors.
Oh, that's true. We're right.
Until proven wrong.
That's right. If anybody that's outside of the greater Cincinnati area, scenario,
Real word.
yeah,
Scenario.
anybody outside of the greater Cincinnati area, if you can bear with us for 60 seconds, or if you live outside of the area but know somebody who does live inside the area. Now, listen, one of the things I do is I do volunteer work for Bowling for the Brave. You can go to bowlingforthebrave.org with the number 4, not FOR.
Bowling for.
Bowling for the Brave. One of the things that we do is we take a military veteran and we honor them on a day in August. And what we do is we select this person and we do a fundraiser in their name. And we donate all the proceeds to a local veteran charity. So all the money that's raised here in Cincinnati stays in Cincinnati. Doesn't go to any national, thing. And we are 100%, 503. What is it? 503c? I forget what it's called.
I don't know that stuff.
Yeah.
That's
So
over my
whatever.
head.
The nonprofit. We are a legit nonprofit.
When you deal with so little as much amount of money as I do, you don't know those
Yeah.
words.
Jeff should be a nonprofit.
Should be. Well, I hope he's nonprofit. Wait, that's different. That's called a loss.
Yes.
No, but seriously. So if you and this veteran, the person that we nominate, he or she also gets to stand up on top of the Cincinnati Reds dugout during a home game and get honored in front of the entire crowd. And it's really cool and exciting. I joined it because I was a recipient of this, and I thought it was such a great idea and I had so much fun. I joined the committee to help. So essentially, what we are doing is we are soliciting nominations. So if you know a veteran from any service, male, female, of course, and you would like to nominate them, you could private message me, or you can get in contact with Jason here on Twitter, and et cetera, and give me a good, nice little bio. And what I can do is I can submit that person as a candidate to for the surprise event. Essentially, is what we like to do. Make it a surprise for them.
And also, you guys do take gift baskets because at the Bowling for the Brave, you
Yes.
guys bid. You have auctions and
There's all kinds of things. There's like
Yeah.
split the pots. There's like gift basket auctions and ticket purchases for that and drawings. And Hobie, we sponsor a lane, so you can come down and bowl.
Yep, I will
my
be
lane.
there.
When and where would this be?
This will be on August 18th, and the event starts at about noon.
At the Coleraine Bowl
Coleraine Bowl
in Cincinnati. And any podcasters out there, if you have anything that you want to donate in terms of a basket, we'll get a basket together. Sure,
Actually, that would be pretty cool.
yeah,
if
we get a
could.
podcast basket.
Yeah, we make a podcast basket, and then we'll put that up for a donation.
Yeah.
Why not?
You can't pay in IOUs though. So
Yes, we
But-
would like real money.
So if you would like to donate
Bitcoin
something,
included.
Shirts, anything that you want to donate to this podcast basket, get in touch with us at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter.
Pez, we'll accept
Yep.
Pez's donation.
We might keep that. But you can also, on Facebook at the History of Bad Ideas, you can message us there as well, and Blake can see that easier. But either one. So if you guys do want to do that, let us know. So we appreciate that.
Yes, thank you very much.
So who's the bomb listener feedback sponsored by this week?
Time for our bomb listener feedback. It's brought to you today by the White House Tourist Office. Book your trip and then cancel it 24 hours before arrival.
Are you going to cancel it, or are they going to cancel it?
Well,
It will get canceled. That's the only thing that matters.
You know what? You will be especially canceled, notified via Twitter by the POTUS.
But you will get a personalized tweet.
It will be a
from
personalized tweet from the president.
That's just as good as an IOU. Just as good.
We start off.
POTUS. Down the hall. That's just funny.
Get your own White House visit canceled personally by the president.
He'll be on the action auction for PBS soon.
Hey, hold on. Do you think we could get them to donate a basket for that? For a bowling event?
I think we should. Let's start that.
All right. As normal, we start off with this guy named Doug,
Number one fan.
Ape hands.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
formerly known as. All right, Doug kicks off with the company that makes Necco wafers.
Should be wafers.
Necco wafers was bought by the company that makes Circus Peanuts. Is this the most unholy of alliances?
Yes.
I like circus peanuts.
I am really intrigued. I'm kind of happy.
Necco wafers with circus peanuts.
Let's put them all in one bag together.
Could you put
we can donate that.
Yeah, there you go.
Like a circus peanuts and Necco wafer.
I would bid on it.
They wouldn't let you in. You need to leave, sir.
You know,
You get candy corn in there too, all mixed in.
No.
Oh, candy corn's nasty.
I've had Necco wafers. It doesn't matter what color it is. It still tastes like chalk,
Yes,
It's chalk flavored.
it is chalk flavored.
regardless of the color.
All circus peanuts are is fluffed sugar.
Nasty fluff sugar.
It's just orange sugar.
It
Come
has
on.
horse meat in it.
That's why it gets orange.
Yes.
Okay, somebody can prove us wrong.
If you can tell us what is in circus peanuts, please let us know.
Actually, there probably is gelatin in it, which is
Oh,
a
dear
horse
God.
byproduct.
See? I'm not wrong.
Oh dear God! You know how much food you eat that has gelatin in it?
None. I'm all natural.
Yeah, sure you are.
Yeah, so's gelatin. It comes from a horse. It's natural.
And we put it through the grinder.
Yeah.
So-
Hooves and all. Hooves and all.
Exported from Iceland.
That's right.
If there are any Iceland listeners out there, I'm sorry.
Oh, I wouldn't be. You had a good time.
I did have a good time. All right, next one from this crazy limey,
Who would that be?
Chris Richardson.
You cheeky cunt.
That's the British C word.
Yes, British
Yeah.
C word.
So it's
Son.
not. So yeah,
Son.
yeah.
Sorry, son.
So, it's a soft C.
This is not William Paladin. It's his partner,
Yes.
Chris Richardson.
Oh. He says, "Would you rather listen to a 3-hour podcast of nothing but Jason's best impressions and singing, or record a 3-hour podcast interviewing special guest Harvey Weinstein,
Plant.
Bill Cosby,
Put the dirt.
Put the dirt in.
Put the derp in the derpy derp derp.
I became Beaker.
You got to put the derp in the derp derp derp.
That was Bill Cosby having a stroke.
Okay, Bill Cosby now died on Hobie. Okay, finish, Blake.
Roseanne Barr,
Ambien makes me a racist.
I can't wait for the next one, and Kanye West."
I'm going to finish, but I have no talent. Fuck me.
I thought you were going to be, and vote for Trump.
DJ Khaled. Apologize for my Bill Cosby.
Wait, you're going to apologize for that one, but not all the other shitty impersonations
No,
you have done in the previous 230 episodes?
No, it was about episode 7 when I started doing the impressions. Or 4. I can't back that up.
Or 20 minutes into the first
Yes.
episode.
Put the biscuit in the gravy.
When the Supreme Leader calls,
Yes.
we're going to have a lot of apologizing to do.
Doesn't matter, we're going to be canceled anyways, but we won't even get to meet him.
We're going to have to call Nancy Pelosi for help.
Oh, God, no. Dear God.
Down the hall.
No.
Okay, wait. So,
Oh, we never answered the question.
This is say would you rather. We're not a would you rather podcast. That's my answer to the question.
Actually, that's one of our segments.
It is?
Yes!
When did we start doing
A
that?
couple months ago.
Right after
How many
the
times
boardroom.
have we done it?
4.
Why do I
5?
not remember any of these?
Wow. You're about 55, so your memory is a little lost.
Are you making fun of him because he has dementia?
Yes.
And Alzheimer's?
Yes.
Okay.
We do make fun of everything on this show.
Well, you know, the stars of 365 Flicks podcast, Scarlett and Rose, do put out a public warning announcement, public
that'd
health
be Ruby,
announcement
not Rose.
about Ruby. Sorry, they do put out a public warning about listening to Hobie.
That is true. That is true. Anyway, so what would you rather listen to? Jason's best impressions in singing, or a 3-hour podcast interviewing guests like Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Roseanne Barr, Ambien, and Kanye West? Guys, it's a tough call, huh?
Now, would we rather listen to Jason or record a 3-hour podcast?
Correct.
Well, anything that prevents me from having to listen to Jason.
I don't disagree with you on that.
I don't mind recording with him because I can just tell him he's wrong. Mm-hmm. And if I have to spend 3 hours yelling at...
Kevin Spacey?
No.
Harvey
West.
Weinstein.
No, if I'm listening to Jason doing a 3-hour podcast and I'm not on it, and I can't yell at him, I'm just yelling at my phone or whatever I'm listening to it on.
And that's why you scare people.
Yeah, so no one sits next to me on the bus.
Or a sex traffic court.
Oh, yeah.
You're the scariest guy in sex traffic court.
That's because I'm listening to Hobie. With no headphones.
Roy Moore is jealous. Okay, so there you go. We do have some fun stuff from Nick Albright. He sent some stuff in.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Way too upbeat. Where the fuck did you find this music?
This is Love of Mine by
Yeah.
Martin Hall.
Yeah.
Do we owe Martin Hall money now?
No, this is all royalty-free music.
Ooh.
Thank you, Martin Hall.
Thank you, Martin.
You need to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, play it at half speed.
I can't.
Oh,
Then would you have to pay royalties?
Yeah.
trying a different one now.
No, Nick Albright.
Nick. Ooh, hey, it's from Nick Albright, everybody.
I feel like I'm on the beaches of Ipanema,
right.
not...
Ooh, Nick Albright says, Jeff Lover, I'm gonna keep it simple.
Oh,
Hard and straight to
yeah! Whoa, time out, Martin Hall. I don't want to ask you to talk.
the point.
Sorry.
Jeff Lover, I'm going to keep it simple, hard, and straight to the point. Hashtag panal or hashtag anal. Hashtag Jeff. Hashtag 2.45 fan.
Now, I'm not sure if he's asking me which way I would prefer it or which way it would be. I'm assuming it will be panal, but I would prefer it not be panal, if that makes sense.
That went south really quick.
Well, it was...
What does Sean from Pittsburgh Nerd have to say?
Anal or panal?
No, it says, hey, gents. Thank you, Jim. Hey, gents, do you think it is Star Wars fatigue or that The Last Jedi was hated by many and many is the reason that Solo did poorly? I think it may have been to do with the Star Wars has lost direction. Thoughts?
My thoughts is probably the main reason it did poorly was just all the bad press and the switching of directors just kept a lot of people uninterested.
And people won't care about backstories on some of these people.
I would not.
It was not a bad film.
Want a
not
Solo
by far.
backstory.
It was not a bad film, but I don't care about Solo. I like Solo. I don't need to know his
leave
background.
him as I know him.
Yes. I agree.
And I disagree with it that Star Wars lost its direction. It never had direction to begin with.
He has better direction now than Lucas.
Yeah, George Lucas is one of the worst directors in Hollywood.
Yes.
I'm going to direct myself into a corner and then, oh crap, how do I get...
Ignore it.
Yeah, let's just go on. So,
Hey, look at that over there.
No, yeah, like between movies, they never had a what's the next movie going to be.
No.
Well, at least during the first 3 originals. Unfortunately, he probably had a plan for the prequels, and you see what happens.
That was a plan?
Yeah.
Can't wait till the Jar Jar Binks prequel.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Training on Tatooine or Gundam or wherever he lives. Naboo. Wherever he's on.
Yeah, he's on planet Gundam, you idiot.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Gundam!
Yeah.
I love that show.
Talking about his Sith training, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's a general. They made him a general in the film, so that was great.
They made him a general because he was one of like 9 people that lived.
Unfortunately.
Well, I'm sure the original ideas he had for episodes 1, 2, and 3 probably were good to start with, but then, they're like, well, how are we going to sell this to kids? What kind of products can we sell? What
Hitler
can we
built
do?
roads in the beginning,
And
too. It doesn't mean he's a good person.
I'm sure look what happened when they put Ewoks in Return of the Jedi. I mean, it was to sell stuffed animals.
I would. Just someone posted that there was a practical joke in the prequels that Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen decided they're going to pull a joke on Lucas and decided they were going to act like 4 or 5 scenes in a row, pretend that they had no idea. They've never acted before. And Lucas thought it was so funny, he left it in the movie.
I thought Lucas just didn't recognize that they were acting that way.
Oh, he had a good idea. He wanted to wait until the technology got to the point he could do what he wanted to. The problem is he did too much of it that way.
He probably
you
should've
can't
kept
do an
waiting.
entire movie in front of a blue screen.
No, the problem what made the first 3 movies great is what they did with what they had.
Exactly. I agree. All right.
Moving on.
From Des Hassing. This one for Jeff and Blake.
Ooh.
I hope this is a decent question. How does it... Well, it should be because it is from Des.
Yes,
he is
true.
the most educated listener that we have. So I know it's not going to have anything to do with panel.
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 He said, how does it feel... Oh, shit. to do a podcast with a guy who uses Marky Mark in his gifts. Damn it, Des! It's more painful than panel!
Yeah, my answer is going to be #panel.
Worse than panel.
That guy's a douchebag scam, Blake. God.
But no offense, Marky Mark serves a point in certain gifts.
I think we found a transformer.
I mean, if it's the right GIF, Marky Mark can serve a very
Is
good...
it him dropping his pants and showing his underwear?
Sure, for the right...
Good vibrations!
Oh, no fucking singing.
Do it.
Do it.
Good vibrations! Yeah! Yeah! Good vibrations!
That's so
Trees.
terrible.
Trees! Good vibrations! Trees!
That's pitchy, dog.
I don't know. Is it pitchy? It's nothing, really. It's...
Good vibration!
I would be pitchy if it was close to being on pitch.
Sweet sensation.
Let's wrap this up. We got draft day to get to.
Yeah, from Professor Number 1 and Doctor Number 1. If I were to give you a full body massage, would you prefer hot oil or maple syrup?
Oil?
If it's coming from Professor Number 1,
Nah, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, if
How come chocolate sauce isn't an option?
I would probably take
Nutella.
oil because it means he would touch me less because it would slip. With maple syrup, it would stick and his hands would still be on me. So,
Time out.
so #painful or panel.
I'm going to have to answer the way that Chris Rock answered what he prefers with his tossed salad. I prefer mine with syrup.
I'm going with hot oil. Hot oil.
Syrup.
Blake, what are you going with?
Nutella.
Okay. Well, there's your listener feedback.
Well, looks like hot oil wins the floppy.
Still more floppies than Scab Jeff.
What do we want? Draft day! Draft day, draft day. I want a draft day. Hobby. Draft day. We need a draft day. Hobby. History, bad ideas, yeah! Draft day!
Draft day we haven't done in a while. Thanks, Henno, for that music, though.
Yeah, that sounded painfully slow.
Anyways, moving on. Draft day. This is by Brian H. We appreciate that. He tweeted us. He wanted us to do Hitch. And basically, we all go around. We draft one at a time, like a regular NFL, baseball, sports draft. And we recast some of the characters in it, some of the actors. You can do fictional, non-fictional. It doesn't matter. They could be dead or alive or zombies, like, Kurt Cobain.
They can be somebody's mustache.
They could be anything. But the rule is that once they're picked, no one else can pick them. And then the person that sends in the draft day, they get to pick the winner. So Brian H., you get to pick the winner. Here we go. Hitch. We are recasting Hitch himself, as played by Will Smith, a.k.a. the date doctor that provides guidance and helps people find their true love. Sarah, played by Eva Menendez. Whatever. A gossip.
Did you say Evil Mendez?
A gossip columnist for New York City.
Mendez, brother.
It's the one that didn't kill the parent. Gossip columnist for a New York City tabloid trying to expose Hitch. More ways than one. They fall in love. Spoiler. Albert, played by Kevin James. Investment accountant who falls for Allegra. Yes, that's her name. And hires Hitch to help him get a date with her. Allegra, played by Amber Vallalata, who has a net worth of $6 million. I found that out online. She's a wealthy client of Albert's firm and is the object of Albert's affections. So, Jeff, would you like to go first?
Sure, why not?
Okay, you go first. Who would you like to draft?
I'm going to draft my Allegra,
Okay.
and I'm going to draft Wilma Slaghoople.
Who's that?
That is who goes on to become Wilma Flintstone. But she was a, child of rich parents or whatever who, married beneath her.
That's a very similar character to Jane from the Jetsons. Huh. That's interesting.
It's a very similar character to, well, unless someone else...
All Hanna-Barbera movies?
No, I was going to say to Lois Pewterschmidt, who I was also thinking of.
From Family Guy.
Yes, those were the two I was thinking between, but I decided to go with Wilma Slaghoople.
I'm going to go with my Albert, played by Kevin James.
Yep.
He's kind of a short, stocky guy, everyday man. I'm going Jim Gaffigan, the comedian. I feel like he could pull it off. And he's a little bit, dorky in that, so I'm going Jim Gaffigan.
And he's actually funny, though.
Oh, that is true. I guess I should have stopped. Maybe I'll go with Dane Cook. No, I'll go Jim Gaffigan.
Dane Cook's too good looking.
That's true. Carrot Top. No, I'm going Jim
Carrot
Gaffigan.
Top's too ripped.
Louis C.K.
Okay. He's too much in trouble.
He's too exposy. No, I'll go Jim Gaffigan. Blake, who do you got?
Let me see. I got to go. I have to draft the quarterback.
Hitch.
I have to draft Hitch. Mm-hmm. And let's see. Date, doctor. Mm-hmm. Find love. Bill Cosby.
I like it.
We all just lost except for Blake. He just won. Son of a bitch. Jim, what's your pick?
I guess I'm going to go with Sarah since I get the first pick on a Sarah.
Yeah.
And let's see. So she is
played by the
gossip
Menendez
columnist,
sister.
Ava Mendez. I am going to go with Selma Hayek.
You fucking son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. That is one of my picks.
Yeah.
Well done. Did you see my picks?
No.
Jason's draft room is in disarray now.
Selma Hayek.
Like,
Son of a bitch! Oh my god!
Yes.
That's a good one.
Man, looking over Jason's draft room, they're all up in arms.
Got him! Jeez. Well, good news is not a snake draft. Much to Blake's dismay. Jeff,
Damn.
what's your second round pick?
doing it wrong.
My second round pick, I'm going to go with Hitch.
Mm-hmm. Don't you do it.
My date doctor.
Don't you do it.
I'm going to pick Mystery.
Oh, thank God. Wasn't
Who's Mystery?
He was the host of the, what was the name of that terrible MTV show?
Date?
That was the wrong.
Okay, moving on.
Date or Die?
No, just the
Real
pickup
World?
artist.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Pickup artist, where the guy teaches dorks how to pick up women.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. He was an awful human being.
Oh, he was a terrible, terrible human being. And he wore a big feathered
fucking hat,
sombrero?
yeah, hairy feathered hat or something.
Was he a pimp?
He thought he was.
Okay.
Oh, and he was wrong.
Oh, yeah, everything he said was wrong. But he's who I'm picking for Hitch.
My Hitch, I'm going with good looking. He could pull off comedic chops. I'm going Ryan Gosling. I feel like he could do it. I feel like Ryan Gosling could help Jim Gaffigan out get a date.
I am glad. I don't want to pick my Hitch now because all you guys already picked all Hitch.
We did.
I can wait till the end.
You could.
Yeah.
Blake, what's your second round pick?
Second round pick.
Yes.
You
You want to go Albert?
No,
Oh.
I'll go
Sarah?
Allegra.
Allegra.
Yeah, Allegra, Amber, Amy Adams.
Why? Because Amy Adams is always the pick.
Because if you could have Amy Adams, you pick Amy Adams.
Yes. on.
Number 4.
Yes.
Or second round pick for Jim.
So I have Hitch, Albert, or Allegra.
Don't go Hitch because you got that free.
I don't need to go Hitch yet, so I'll go with my Allegra. Mm-hmm. And get my other female here. This is the girl I'm trying to hook up Albert with. Mm-hmm. So Albert's played by Kevin James.
Yes.
So I'll go Leah Remini.
Oh, she's so great.
I'm Leah. I hope you don't mind. My name's Allegra.
I mean, it's perfect for a Kevin James-esque character.
Hello. Jeff, you're up. Round 3.
I'll go for my
Scientology.
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before she disappears.
Allegedly.
I mean, it's a joke, Scientology. Joke. That was
I'm
a
going
joke.
to go for my Albert. And I figure, this pick has about as much charisma as Kevin James.
Okay. So a wall.
So I'm going with a tapeworm.
Funny, we have that in the News of the Geek.
It's called foreshadowing.
I like the tapeworm. It actually serves a purpose, unlike Kevin James. Let's see here. I am going with, shit. I don't know. I got my 2 female leads here. I guess I'll go Sarah by the Menendez brother-sister. I'm going to go with Olivia Munn. I'm going Olivia Munn, who falls in love with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Just because I like Olivia Munn.
You mean
I like saying her name.
Mrs.
Ex-Mrs. Rogers.
Yes,
Aaron
Mrs.
Rodgers. I just like saying Munn. Munn.
So was she the reason that Aaron Rodgers doesn't speak to his family anymore?
He might be. She might be one of the reasons. One. Aaron Rodgers will be on next week. Actually, just a guy named Roger. Anyways, so Blake, what's your round 3?
I'm going to go with gossip column. All right, so Sarah, who ends up with Bill Cosby, right?
Yes. Oh dear God.
Well, I know 38 women. I shouldn't.
No.
Felicia Rashad?
God have mercy. You should just leave this blank so Bill Cosby
Okay.
doesn't get any earnings.
Okay, Sarah,
Prison bitch.
Eva,
Glaucoma. Pick glaucoma.
Eva Mendes. Let's go with Ariana Grande.
Yeah!
Donut liquor.
Is that the donut liquor?
Donut liquor.
Yeah. Good pick. You win.
I like it.
You know, when we go off the air, let me tell you about a strange dream I had.
Jim, your pick.
Let's see. Well, I am actually going to go to my quarter of my Hitch.
Okay.
I think this guy can pull off a Will Smith type character. I think he can kind of be that go-getter, that kind of
Fun, laid back guy.
I'm going to go Adam Sandler.
That's a horrible film.
What?
I think I would rather watch Bill Cosby in that role.
Adam Sandler can play any role.
Okay.
He can play any role. He shouldn't, but he can.
He can play brother and sister.
Shampoo.
He can play this easy.
Anyways, Jeff, round 4. Let's
Round 4. I'm going to finish
Wrap it
mine
up.
off with my...
Claritin pick? Allegra?
No, I already picked Allegra.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
got Sarah.
Sarah, yeah.
The gossip columnist.
Sarah, and I'm going to go with Sonny the Cuckoo Bird, the Cocoa Puffs mascot.
Fruit Loops?
Cocoa Puff.
Cocoa Puff. That's Toucan Sam.
That's Toucan Sam. No, I'm going Sonny the Cuckoo Bird.
I like that pick. And who's your hitch?
My hitch was Mystery.
Oh, well, that's a good pick for those two. I'm intrigued by that. Cocoa Puffs does not get enough credit anymore.
It's the feathers on the head concept, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going with my Allegra, and I'm glad I took it seriously. No one else did. I'm going with
a good one here.
Hey, we're all
I'll take
kicking
these
your
all
ass.
serious just because you pick actors. I mean, my movie will be better than your movie, guaranteed.
I'm picking my Allegra is Scarlett Johansson. I feel like she can pull off the rich, snobby girl that falls in love with Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah. Wouldn't anybody pick Scarlett Johansson for their movie?
That's why I'm putting her in it. We got Living in the Mud and Scarlett Johansson.
So we got Scarlett Johansson and Amy Adams battling it out for Allegra.
Yeah.
Blake, let's go with your Albert, the Kevin James character.
I'd pay to see that.
You would, but you'd have no money after
Here
Iceland.
it is. It's the Mr. Irrelevant pick for my team.
Oh, God.
It's my big value pick. This is where I'm going to get the most value out of this position.
He's looking for love.
Some may actually call this a sleeper pick. Yes, my pick for Kevin James.
I thought that was your Bill
Gonna
Cosby.
do it, isn't he?
Jason Brigger.
I'm a good actor.
Jason Brigger. Oh, that would be does need Bill Cosby.
Yes.
To get women.
Bill Cosby shows Jason how to pick up women. And who do you have Jason going after?
What are you doing? The pudding?
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams.
Oh, well, I'm down.
Yeah.
Here you go. You need to put this chloroform over her mouth. What's her name?
Here we go, the best pickup line ever. Hey, does this rag smell like chloroform?
No, but
do is you go get yourself some pudding pops.
And then you put a lot of rupees in these pudding pops.
Bill, they haven't made pudding pops since 2005.
I've got plenty in my freezer.
Don't mind the bodies. Jim, what's your last pick? Yeah.
And the show has reached a new low.
What a perfect person to play the Kevin James-esque character of Albert than Kevin James.
Okay.
I thought you were going Harvey Weinstein, so I'm okay with that.
Kevin James.
But him and Leah Remini do make a great couple.
They're cinematic gold.
There's something.
Thought
And
behind
you're
that.
throwing Adam Sandler and Selma Hayek in that? Man, that's a star movie.
Did I just watch Spanglish again?
Maybe.
Because I saw that once and that was enough. My hitch is Ryan Gosling. Sarah Evan Menezes' character is Olivia Munn. Albert is Jim Gaffigan, and he's trying to court Scarlett Johansson. Jeff, who's your picks?
My hitch is Mystery. My Sarah is Sonny the Cuckoo
That might be
Bird.
my second favorite pick. Is Mystery.
My Albert is a tapeworm. And Allegra is Wilma Slaghoople.
Wilma's the best pick of them all, or the most reasonable pick.
They're all reasonable.
Because
I mean, if
you
you're
have
taking-
anything.
If you're taking a Kevin James-like role and you expect a Kevin James-like performance, I think a tapeworm is the perfect
If
choice.
Tapeworm and Wilma can't find true love, no one can in this world. Blake, what's yours?
Let's see. Who did I hitch? Was Bill
Cosby.
Cosby. Sarah was Ariana Grande.
Donut liquor.
Yes, and we have our Albert, of course, is our very own Jason Brigger, and of course Allegra is Amy Adams.
Jim, what's your picks?
My picks is, again, I got Hitch. I got the super talented Adam Sandler. The Sarah character who I stole from Jason. Selma Hayek.
She was on both of my. She was both of the female leads for me.
The Albert picked who can play a Kevin James character better than Kevin James. And his love interest, of course, is Leah Remini.
Just a side. Please let us know, Brian, who wins this draft.
I got this in the bag.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
We actually have two things we'll get through real quick here. This is from number one fan Doug. He sent this over to us.
Thanks, Doug.
Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, the official name of Disney's new Star Wars themed land in Hollywood Studios, Florida, will transport guests to the planet of Batuu.
Hashtag panel.
Last week during a panel at Star Wars Galactic Nights, Disney revealed the actual name of the village guests will be guests will be exploring along with some background details. Is it doing something?
No.
What's wrong?
They got some inside joke here between the two of them.
Okay, anyways, as detailed on the Disney Parks blog, the name of the village is Black Spear Outpost.
What? Outpost?
It's also the largest settlement on the planet, Batuu. Okay, what the fuck is going on over there? I'm losing something here.
They've already found out. Yeah, Blake made a joke.
He got
scared.
a Facebook message.
An email from Facebook telling him that they're going to update his stuff because he made a Facebook joke on our podcast.
We haven't
It hasn't
really-
even aired yet.
Moving on.
God, they are Big Brother.
They're everywhere.
Well, that's your News of the Geek. Blake just got updated. Put the Disney Outpost next week's son of a bitch. Okay. I don't. Is Big Brother watching you?
Apparently.
They are listening on these microphones. It's like somebody's taping this.
I think it might be just going through his phone.
Don't keep your phone on.
Boys and girls, update your privacy policy now.
I don't know what just fuck happened. Anyways, let's go on. Per The Athletic, this is a favorite.
So you are ditching the Disney story.
Yeah, I'll do that
Okay.
next week. You guys all screwed me up with Big Brother over there, speaking of Disney. So, anyways, per The Athletic, Columbus Blue Jackets and Jeff's favorite team, prospect and former Miami, Ohio hockey player Carson Meyer
Go Miami.
might have looked really tired in a June 2017 interview, and he did. He had bags under his eyes and everything.
Like you lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah, but any invisible gotness might be from the fact that he had a tapeworm in his body, who, according to doctors, was for a full year he had it in him.
He was doing research into the role of Albert.
Meyer's 2017-2018 season with the Redhawks was derailed because of the parasite, as the Athletics' Aaron Portzline reported in lovely detail. The prospect had no appetite, lost weight, and was falling asleep during drills. Test results could not pinpoint it to mononucleosis or something similar.
Mononucleosis.
Whatever. Meyer finally...
You should know that one. You've had it.
Oh, yeah, I did. I was so tired.
What girl did you get that from?
I don't know. It was when I was married, like, just recently. It was 2 years ago.
What girl did you get that from?
It was 4 years ago.
Wrong answer, Jason.
You were unable to make our Columbus trip to record with
Oh, that's right.
with Dan
From
Musings of a
Yes.
Geek.
Meyer finally discovered what was draining his energy when he sat on the toilet in February.
Now, this is a great quote because this is so messed up.
This is his quote. I was going to the bathroom just like normal, and it came out. It was a 25-inch tapeworm. The head, the neck, and all of the segments, about 50 of them. It was orange, Meyer said, and he almost fainted.
This is the best part.
Quote, I FaceTimed my mom and was like, what the hell is this thing?
That means he's showing it to her on FaceTime.
That's exactly it.
I was freaking out, absolutely freaking out. So Holly Meyer said, his mom said she's never been so horrified because my son's FaceTiming me.
and shit. It looks like a 50-segment orange tapeworm.
Maybe his mother is a nurse. Again, and he's like he's a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Anyways, Holly Meyer said, I was trying to be calm because my son just sent me a picture of shit. He showed me everything. I remember saying, you have to get that to the trainer. I'm not picking that shit.
You gotta take that to the trainer.
My tapeworm has a tapeworm.
I hope by trainer she means doctor.
I would call the doctor first.
Yeah.
I would say, hey, trainer, look at this.
Trainer, look at
Like
this.
you sick hockey player
Stretch
jokes.
next time.
So do you think the tapeworm was kind of attacking him like an alien, like the alien?
His head's still moving around.
I picture it come out smoking a cigarette, talking to him.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby.
Oh, not again.
Well, I'm in the swimming pool. Anyways, let's see here. Get that to the trainer and figure out what it is so they can get you fixed. And I did say at that moment, this is why everything has been this way, Carson. This was it. It was scary, but it was a relief. Doctors believe Meyer's specific parasite was called labia.
Oh, come on, at least try to pronounce this one.
Diphyllobothrium labia, which comes from eating undercooked fish.
Diphylaperthim latum.
Yeah, mine was closer. There's a freaky injury. The tapeworm will have some actual effect on his hockey career. Meyer plans to leave Miami, Ohio, and hopes to transfer to Ohio State.
Boo.
But NCAA rules might force him to miss the 2018-19 season unless he can win his petition and push the blame onto his former school for not properly diagnosing the parasite.
Or giving to him in the food service.
We told you don't eat that cafeteria fish.
For now, though, Meyer is feeling better. He said he has since lost his appetite for fish and cooks his food more thoroughly.
Oh, shit.
Also, his Red Hawks teammates named the tapeworm Teddy.
Hockey players.
So I think what this proves is that don't get any of that late night sushi you're craving.
From the gas station. Oh, I do love Speedway sushi.
Gas station sushi.
It looks good. Is that not the creepiest thing? It was 25 inches. That is creepy. That's a fucking huge ass tapeworm.
That's one long shit.
Reach in the toilet and get it and bring it to your trainer.
Could you imagine him just plopping that on the trainer's desk? Hey, bud, look at this. What the fuck is that thing?
I can see him
Whatever it is that came out my anus.
I would do it if I was in college. I'd grab it and I'd be like, "Hey, coach, look at this!" I'd be proud. This came out my ass.
Look what I gave birth to.
Everyone on the team would be jealous.
Came out my anus, your sex tape name.
It was painful.
Well, when you're looking for a good podcast, you should take a look at our friends at Odd Dad Out.
Do you like movie reviews? How about true crime stories, celebrity interviews? Well, you won't get any of that here. I'm a stay-at-home dad with 4 boys and a night job. I don't have time for all that crap. What I do have time for is browsing the web for weird and idiotic news stories. Then I bring my favorites to you every week, along with my own weird life lessons and favorite podcast recommendations because, hey, sharing is caring, right? So subscribe to Odd Dad Out in Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or your favorite podcatcher. And follow me on Twitter at Odd Dad Out and add a little weird to your day.
Jeff, what are you doing September 14th through 16th?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. Not only do they have Kobe Smulders there from the Slam and Salmon. I think that's their most popular role, right?
My favorite.
Okay, there you go. You also have Clark Gregg from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Marvel movies. You also have Carl Urban from Judge Dredd.
From everything.
The good Judge Dredd film.
Yes.
Not Keith Urban.
No, not Keith Urban.
That country
Carl
singer
Urban.
hack. The
Yes.
good one, Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. You also have lots of artists and creators there of comic books. Mark Kidwell from the series 68 is there, about the zombies in the war. Take a look at that. You also will have, who's another great guest, Jeff? Do you know? Winter is coming. Oh, LeVar Burton is another one. I was thinking Winter is coming. I can't say his name.
Nikolai Coster-Waldau.
That's what I was going to say.
I heard
No, it wasn't what you were going to say.
I heard a rumor that Chewbacca's going to be there.
Peter Mayhew is going to be there.
I heard a rumor.
Actually, might be my best impression.
No.
No,
Wookiee.
it really wasn't. No.
Can I do my Bill Cosby? No, anyways, moving on. So, yes, Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 14th through the 16th. Check them out on Facebook. They do updates of guests pretty much every Tuesday or Wednesday, which is nice for our podcast. Hobie will be there. We'll have our own table. Come play trivia with us and win some great prizes. And
Or
you can,
prizes.
well, they're prizes. That's true. They are prizes.
Maybe some IOUs.
Yeah, just as good as money. And Jim will be buying a mystery box along with the rest of us. Well, some of us. And we'll be opening that on air, too. So, Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 14th through the 16th.
Summer Glow.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Well, I suppose we got to talk about the bombs that Solo is.
Time out. We'll talk about something good first, though.
What? Good. There's nothing good.
No, Marty Griffin, who did that promo.
Oh, yes.
The rumor is, him and his daughters are getting their own podcast. A kid-centric podcast.
Oh, excellent.
So I was sent a little promo of it. I can't play it, but it's a kids podcast called The Adventures of Moose and Goose. So just want to let you know it's not out yet. He's going to do a couple episodes and then put them all out.
All right.
So just look for that. We will let you guys know. But Marty Griffin, May Griffin, friend of our show from up in Wisconsin. Dang, mate. That's Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's a little cold. But yeah, take a look at that. We'll post it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, that's Wisconsin.
Poutine?
Poutine?
Yeah.
That's a little farther north.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so
Although
yeah,
I'm sure they enjoy good poutine in Wisconsin.
who doesn't? Adventures of Moose and Goose. So take a look at that. But that is from Marty Griffin, who is a wordsmith, and he actually does good impressions,
Yes.
unlike Jeff.
What?
Sorry, go ahead. What's going on at the box office news this week? I heard there was a couple bombs.
Well,
Finally, some bombs.
411 Mania is letting us know that Star Wars, or Solo, a Star Wars story, dropped 65% from its 3-day opening weekend, making only $29.5 million. It's a higher drop-off than Rogue One's 59%, but better than The Last Jedi's 68%. The difference is those films opened huge. While Solo had a much more modest start, barely taking in half of Rogue One's 155.1 million, and not even 40% of The Last Jedi's 220 million opening weekend. Solo is looking for a probable loss at the box office at this point, which means it would likely make the first Star Wars feature film to do so. The movie made $148.9 million domestically and $264.2 million worldwide. It should make up for the $200 million domestically, but with a likely $250 million budget plus marketing, that's probably a money loser.
Kind of surprises me. It got good word of mouth after the first week.
Yeah, I didn't think it would drop off. Well, we'll see how it goes, because word of mouth might take 2 or 3 weeks.
And
We'll
it still
see.
may carry on, still making money throughout the time,
Yeah.
but whew, that surprised me.
I mean, if the second week, if it doesn't like drop the third week, like if it keeps up its second week things for, it might go 2 months. If it does that, it
Correct.
should do all right. But it needs to do that.
Is Cincy Explorer going to go watch it 5 times?
I don't know. We'll see. Have you guys seen it yet?
Not yet.
I
I
haven't
have
seen
not.
it yet, but my 14-year-old nephew saw it, and he said it was his favorite Star Wars.
My son really liked it. It wasn't his favorite, but he still liked it a lot.
Your son is how old?
8.
In theory.
Yeah.
All right. Now, my niece, who's 9, still is the worst.
Really?
Yes. I don't know who to believe.
Well, my son really liked it, and then he started ranking all the ones that he's seen because he hasn't seen the prequels.
Yeah.
And it was like more towards the bottom. So it was like, but I really liked it. Well, that's good that you liked it.
So it
but,
appeals to teen and young boys.
maybe.
Pretty okay.
Yeah.
Also in our bombs
The
list.
Kevin Spacey of movies?
Yeah.
Also in our bombs list, we have the Johnny Knoxville-led Action Point. $2.3 million in its opening weekend, as the comedy was expected to open in the mid to high single digits, but didn't even come close. It's the lowest wide release start of Knoxville's career with ease, and even made his 2005 flop The Ringer look robust by comparison when that got brought in $5.2 million.
I actually like The Ringer.
I've never seen it.
I still have a T-shirt as a promo that they were giving away during that.
Will you give that away at the expo?
But I'd have to give away my T-shirt that says Jeffy on it.
Oh, never mind then. Never mind.
Even though I never wore it because it's like a large, and I couldn't come anywhere close to fitting
You could
into
have fit that in 5th grade.
5th grade, I could have.
Okay, sorry.
7th, no.
No.
So Johnny Knoxville should stick to Jackass movies, is what you're saying?
Well, this is a Jackass. Well, not exactly, but it's a scripted Jackass for the most part. Let's see. Some fact of the matter is most people aren't interested, and those who did may have been warned by the 19% Rotten Tomatoes consensus. Word of mouth isn't good at all, as it scored a C at Cinema Score.
That's the bigger telling
That's
point.
below a B minus.
Yes.
crap.
Nothing gets below that on Cinema Score.
Action Point will have trouble making it to $8 million, and with a $19 million budget, Paramount loses.
How is that a $19 million budget?
They make an amusement park.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of special
Oh, okay. Yeah.
or stunt coordination shit going on.
Hey, the guys behind us at the movie theater on Sunday went and saw Action Point, and I chuckled when he bought the tickets.
What do we got for the box office?
Top 5, even though it's a bomb, number 1, Solo, a Star Wars
Story.
A Star Wars story made $29.5 million, a total of $149 million on a $250 million budget. Coming at number 2, Deadpool 2 makes another $23.5 million, a total of $255 million on a $110 million budget. That's a lot bigger budget than Action Park,
Yes.
Action Point. Adrift made $11.5 million in its opening weekend on a $30 million budget. Avengers Infinity War made another $10.5 million, totaling $643 domestically on a $300 million budget. And Book Club made $6.9 million, a total of $47.5 million on a $10 million budget.
The movie that will not die.
Well, it's dying.
Just like their stars.
Boo.
Sorry.
Upcoming, June 8th, 2018, we have Ocean's 8.
I've not heard any promotion. I finally saw the first trailer on TV yesterday for this.
So much know it's Debbie Ocean gathers an all-female crew to attempt an impossible heist at the New York City's yearly Met Gala. Such illustrious stars as Sandra Bullock, Kate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Rihanna, and Aquafina.
Aquafina?
The drinking water?
The Asian woman, I don't know.
Oh.
But Elliot Gould comes back to have his character as Ruben is in it.
Ah.
So is this a sequel or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or a spin-off.
So
or
how
whatever
is she
you wanna call
related to the Danny Ocean?
it. Sister, I think.
I don't know. Sister,
okay.
cousin, something.
I don't know.
Sister.
The trailer was before Deadpool, and it actually didn't look too bad.
No, it doesn't look bad. I didn't feel like there's any promotion for this.
We knew it was coming out, and it actually looks like a decent movie.
It's got to be better than Ocean's 13.
Does any of the
No, Ocean's
female
12 was the bad one.
do any of the female leads take a shit in a sink?
Not in the trailer.
Melissa McCarthy's not listed as being in the film.
I may skip it then. Because it's comedy gold.
It is. Comedy gold.
Hotel Artemis.
Oh, that is set in a riot-torn near-future Los Angeles. Hotel Artemis follows the nurse who runs a secret members-only emergency room for criminals.
Actually, doesn't look bad.
Yeah, Jodie Foster, Sophia Boutella, Dave Bautista,
Yeah, Dave Bautista.
Jeff Goldblum. Yeah,
That's the one with no cops, no killing
Yep. Yeah.
rules.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember those commercials.
Oh, Jenny Slate's in that. She does the
I
snail.
like Jenny Slate. Yeah. I like her. What else we got, Jeff?
We have Hereditary.
Hereditary. That is, let me pull it up here.
Number 10 at the box office next week.
Hereditary. That is going to be when the matriarch of Graham family passes away, her daughter's family begins to unravel cryptic and increasingly terrifying secrets. Yeah, okay.
That looks awful.
Yay!
That is Toni Collette, Gabriel Byrne, Alex Wolff. Yeah.
Actors I like, character actors. Who,
Never will see it.
Yeah. I'll might stumble across it on
TBS.
TBS, yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Netflix.
What do we got for buy sell this week? Buy and sell in the stock.
The stock of the career of A. Shailene Woodley. She is currently at $62.47 in the Hollywood Stock Exchange. By comparison, Ashley Judd, much hotter woman, is at $77.52.
I'm not drawn to spend that much money on Shailene Woodley.
I cannot believe she's that expensive.
Yeah,
So I'll sell.
I'll sell.
Have I seen anything with Shailene Woodley?
Is she in
in it?
Divergent?
She was in one of those.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
Maze
it was
Runner or
Maze
Divergent.
Runner or Divergent or one of those teen dystopian
I think it's
things.
Divergent. Because she said she wouldn't do the TV show, and that's what
Yeah,
that was.
it's Divergent.
Oh,
okay.
The Descendants, The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, she was in The Fault in Our Stars too. I never saw, but I'm like, I don't know if I. Oh, Descendants. She was one of the daughters in that.
Yes,
huh?
well done
Okay.
in Descendants.
Okay.
Insurgent, yeah. Divergent.
Blake, what are you doing? Buying and selling?
Buy.
Okay. Jim, what are you doing? Selling?
I'm selling.
That's too high to buy
Yeah.
Shailene Woodley. I
So
don't
you selling?
see her. Yeah, I'll sell.
What else we got?
We got someone by the name of Logan Marshall Green, who somehow is at $56.79 on the Hollywood Stock Exchange.
Rocket, our intern, said, "Who the fuck is Logan Marshall Green?"
I agree with him.
He was in Adrift.
Okay.
No, he wasn't in Adrift. Sorry.
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
By compare,
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, yeah, he was Scorpion, I think.
Jackson Bryce or Shocker number 1.
Shocker.
Shocker number one. Oh, so he was even killed off in it.
The Shocker.
By comparison, Gerard Butler is at $65.32. So this is nobody who had a bit part in a Marvel movie, so his stock skyrocketed.
Rocket sent me a text and said, "Fuck you trying to find a comparison to Logan Marshall Green."
I will sell Logan Marshall Green quickly.
Somebody's paying me $56 for his stock. I will sell it.
Yes.
Sell.
He's not even going to come back as Shocker number one.
I don't know. In the movie Snowden, he did play the male drone pilot.
Oh, well, that might change my mind.
So looking at all, this is a pretty big, yeah.
So you selling?
Well, he was Pacoing across the universe. He was in 24. Yeah, I'm selling.
Okay. Who we got left?
And we also have Johnny Knoxville at $62.30 compared to Ashton Kutcher at $41.18.
Another thing from Rocket, he said, "Fuck you guys," because who else is a douchebag like Johnny Knoxville? I can't find any comparisons. Hey, there's Ashton.
I would rather pay the $41 for Ashton Kutcher than the $62 for Johnny Knoxville.
I agree.
I am selling across the board this week.
Sell.
I mean, if there was rumors of being the Ringer 2, maybe I'd buy Johnny Knoxville stock, but there isn't. I got to sell.
The only thing that could get Johnny Knoxville some cred is Dukes of Hazzard 2.
I like Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, what
Why
if
I said that's the only thing that can get him some cred.
What if he teams up with The Rock again?
Welcome to the Rock, standing tall or walking tall.
Was Johnny Knoxville in Walking Tall?
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
the
okay.
sidekick. Deputy.
They've been talking about making a
Walking Tall 2?
yeah.
I would be down for that. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Well, that could help Johnny Knoxville, but not for $62 would I take a bet on that.
Sell now, and when he announces Jackass 6, buy.
I don't think he can do it. If he does another Jackass movie, he's going to die.
He can just host the Jackass movie and have a bunch of new people come in and be Jackass.
Yeah, because the rest of them have died.
Steve-O, I think, is still alive.
He should be dead.
His soul is dead.
He should be dead, you're right.
Yeah, let's do some top 5. Okay, top 5 this week. We're doing something different. We're doing top 5 films of a great actor.
We do that several times
Yeah, I know.
already. It's not really different.
Sometimes you do hack actors, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin James. This week we're doing top 5 favorite Michael Caine films.
Michael Caine.
He's in the studio this week. Some people just want to watch the world burn. So, Michael, thanks for being here. You're welcome. I am a cheeky cunt. Yes, I am. Why do we fall, Mr. Brain? So we can learn to prick ourselves up. I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah, okay, now we can leave the studio.
Michael, are you having
Forever.
a stroke? Yes.
my God, that's one of the worst ever.
That was worse than your normal Michael Caine.
What happened? Anyways, I saw Michael Caine just leave. So. I'm going first because I'm a Michael Caine fan. Number 5 for me, Michael Caine films. This is a funny one, and I put it up there. Miss Congeniality. I liked him in it. So I'm going with him as number 5.
I like Shatner better.
Shatner was good in it, too.
Michael Caine wasn't in Miss Congeniality 2, Armed and Fabulous.
He was not.
And I never saw the first one.
Which was not Armed and Fabulous, let me tell you.
Well, it's Benjamin Bratt at his best.
Well, no, that was Catwoman. Jeff, what's your number 5?
Ooh, I get to go next. My number 5 is Death Trap.
Oh.
The movie with Christopher Reeve where he plays a playwright.
Oh, I thought that's when you rode a horse.
Shut up.
Oh, I thought you
Christopher
were
Reeve, not Michael Caine.
I thought you were making a Sarah Jessica Parker joke there.
No.
I thought you were making an Iceland joke.
I'm above that. Stop. I'm not a Christopher Reeve joke. People think I'm smart. No, that's Stephen Hawking.
Jim, what's your number 5?
My number 5, I'm going to go back to when I was about a 9-year-old or 10-year-old trying to watch nice late-night movies to see some boobs on HBO.
Blame it on Rio?
Blame It on Rio and Educating Rita.
That's my number 5.
Blame It on Rio was my honorable mention. It's the first time I saw him as funny, like as a big comedic role that I remember. And yes, I was try to watch it for boobs.
Exactly.
Of course, I had it on regular network TV. I didn't see it.
Your life is pathetic.
It was only like the third Michael Caine movie I had ever seen.
Blake, that was your number 5?
Yeah.
What's your number 4?
Oh. My number 4, I think he was perfect for the part. Mm-hmm. And that was as Nigel Powers.
Yes.
Gold member?
Austin Powers.
Gold member.
Gold member.
He was good in it, but I hated that film so much.
It was a bad film.
It was bad.
There were some bad parts in it. Like the co-star.
Foxy Cleopatra?
Yes.
What?
Horrible.
She was better than I was expecting.
Yes, still horrible, though.
Oh.
I think I was tired of
Bad.
Michael Myers at that point. I was rooting for the Halloween Michael Myers.
Did you like the beginning part where they had like Tom Cruise and
No.
Danny DeVito?
No.
What about Fat Bastard?
No.
No, they could have done without Fat Bastard.
Jim, what's your number 4?
My number 4, I hope he this shit. Mm-hmm. And I have to go with not all the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. I'm going to go Batman Begins and The Dark Knight.
Okay.
That's my number 4, but I put all of them in there. I included The Dark Knight Rises.
That was my number. That was part of my number 3 is the Nolan Batman franchise.
Batman.
See, the other Batman-
You
the
have
other
more
Batman-
than that for your number 3?
Oh, I hope we. This actually had a meaning.
Wait, you have like, I have 14 movies as my number 3.
That's pretty
Yeah,
much what he
fucking
did.
Hobie
Yes.
jackass.
I only got 4 movies for number 3.
At least Jim reserved the last Batman movie for his number 3.
Bane.
My number 4 was also Batman.
Some people just want to watch your words.
So Jason's going to give his number 4, then ruin everybody else's list with his 13 at number 3.
No,
My number 4 is
he's going to steal my number 1 with this.
my number 4 is you get an abortion. You get an abortion. The Cider House Rules.
Oh.
I like the Cider House Rules. One of my
I never saw it.
you never saw it? Oh,
No.
good film. He plays a doctor in
Yeah,
it.
I know the story. But
I mean, I was just explaining to the listeners.
Oh, I thought you were explaining it to me.
Fuck you. I'm done with you. Tobey Maguire is in it before he became emo Spider-Man, and Charlize Theron. So very well done. Good movie. I would highly recommend it.
That was an honorable mention.
Yep. Number 3 was Nolan Batman franchise / with another action film, Kingsman: The Secret Service.
That's my number 2. How do you put that together? They're nothing alike.
They're action films.
Kingsman, Batman, they both ended man.
I'm the worst.
Oh, they both ended man.
Yeah, there you go.
It's time for me to list my...
It's time for you to ruin Jason.
All 173 film credits of Michael Caine.
Jim, do you want me to go ahead and say my third?
Yeah,
Because
but
it'll
you're-
probably ruin your number
Take my
one.
number 1 here.
Go ahead, Jeff.
At number 3, I have The Prestige.
That is my number 1.
That is a great film. I forgot to put that on there.
I didn't have it.
I'll Hobie that at number 3.
You already did number 3.
Number 2, I'll Hobie it. Prestige.
Okay, let's see. So I'm on my number 3. Okay, let me hobby this. Let's go Sherlock Gnomes, The King of Thieves, Dear Dictator, Dunkirk.
He is going down.
What's your number 3?
Okay, my actual number 3 is Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
That was my number 1.
That's my number 1.
Fuck you, that's my number 1. You did that on purpose.
No, I
Yes,
didn't. It's
you
actually
did.
listed as number 3.
Yeah, but when you wrote it, you meant it.
No, I have The
You meant it to be
Kingsman as
number
2
one.
and The Prestige as 1.
How the hell do you have his role in Kingsman 2?
Spoilers!
Kingsman rated 2 versus his role in
It's not his
Dirty
role,
Rotten
it's the movie in
Scoundrels.
general.
That's a favorite Michael Caine film.
Yeah.
It doesn't say best role.
All right. Fine.
It's left up to interpretations. Jeff almost picked tomatoes and onions, so just be happy.
All right.
Does do a good job with tomatoes and onions.
Yeah, Dirty Round Scoundrels is one of my favorite
Number one.
comedic
Yeah.
films.
I agree. I
number
put it
Why
at
is there a
number 1.
cork on his fork? So he doesn't hurt himself.
Oklahoma.
Can I go to the bathroom? Thank you. Great film. I've never seen the play, though, of it. I wanted to see if the play holds up. No. Blake, what's your number 3?
My number 3 was 1966 Alfie. Oh, Alfie.
The inspiration for
Yes.
Gold Member, well, Austin Powers.
Oh, I thought you meant the inspiration for the 2005 Alfie.
Could have said that too.
No, that's not right. About Austin Powers.
Yeah.
I'm out. Never
They
mind.
remade it. Yeah, it was a reboot.
What's
With
your number
Jude Law.
Yeah. What's your number 2?
Yeah, my number 2, Bridge Too Far,
Okay.
Yep.
1977.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say I have not seen any Michael Caine movie that came out before 1981.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
So he probably has a long list of good movies early in his career. I just haven't seen them, so
Like
they aren't making
the
my
original
list.
Italian Job.
Like the original Talent Job, like Alfie, like A Bridge Too Far. I've not seen any of those.
What else you got? Jim, what's your number 2?
Well, I'm going to make one up here. So my number 2, I will go to the let's see, 2000 movie
Zulu?
Get Carter.
Oh, God. It was
From the
still
2000
on?
Get Carter, or the original one from the 60s?
1971.
1971. That's my number 1 now.
I had that as a honorable. Get Carter.
I do now. That's my honorable. Jeff, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Inception.
Hey, my number 2. Let's pick a good movie.
I did. I
The
picked
Spinning Top.
Apparently, Jason missed the entire point of the film.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yes, but like Blake has missed the entire point of Lost, I'm still going to stand behind my conviction, no matter how wrong it
I
is.
didn't miss the point. I'm dead on.
No, Blake really missed the point on the Infinity Wars. He just has no idea about it.
Did you see Infinity War?
Did somebody die?
No.
Thanos.
Does it have a happy ending?
Yes.
Yes.
All
They
right.
shoot Thanos.
From a certain point of view.
They shoot Thanos into space like Spock in Wrath of Khan. It's really sad.
Oh.
Number 2 for me is Muppet Christmas Carol. Love the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Meh.
I fucking hate the Christmas Carol story because it's been played out so well, but I love the Muppet story, and Michael Caine does a great job.
So
at it.
he's telling me he's picking a good movie and saying Inception is bad, and he picks them up at Christmas Carol.
My number 1.
No. But he hates the story.
Yes.
I hate the story, but I like this movie.
No,
But
I
the
hate the
story
sto-
sucks.
I love the story is okay, but it's been played so badly in many, many films and TV shows.
So I'm going to take the one that was probably the 37th one made.
Anyways, moving on. My number 1 is Dirty Round Scoundrels.
My number 1 was Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
My number one's Get Carter, 1971.
My number 1 is Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
That's a great list right here. Honorable mentions for me, Without a Clue. When he played Professor Watson.
Oh, I thought that was your autobiographical
Sherlock
story.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Without a paddle? No, he wasn't in
No,
that.
he wasn't in that. It was,
Clue? No, he wasn't
I
in
had
that.
Jaws 4 just because he had the balls to
it's
do
called
it.
Jaws the Revenge. Get
Not
it
Jaws,
straight.
it's not Jaws 4.
I know it's not Jaws 4, but I still put it on here as Jaws 4.
Then you put it on there wrong.
Actually, I put it on there as Jaw 4. So, it really, it's like Jaw
I
roll.
had the first Michael Caine movie I ever saw, Victory.
Yeah. Victory was on my honorable mentions.
Anyone else honorable mentions?
Oh, yeah.
Secondhand Lions?
Isn't it where they make the American? Wasn't that where they made the American play goalie because he couldn't use his feet?
Yeah,
Exactly.
And Children of Men?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I probably should like Children of Men more than I do.
I agree. I
mean,
can never, I'm just...
I respect the movie for what it is, but it's not one. Maybe it's just it doesn't have rewatchability for me.
I don't disagree with you on that. I really wanted to like it a lot more than I did.
But Secondhand Lions was good. I'll agree
I
with
did
that.
like that one. We had a lot of, we had some picks here on Facebook. Andra Lorenzo Milani from The Shepherd. I know I'm going to fuck up his name.
You're screwing up
Just
his
do it,
name
just
so
do
bad.
it, please.
Well, I don't remember it.
Anyways,
I don't have it in front of me. And
Moriarty. Anyways, check out his comic book, The Shepherd.
Andrew Moriarty.
Yes,
there you
Andrew.
go.
Check out his comic book, The Shepherd. Great. He lives forever. Anyways, The Shepherd.
Why does anybody listen to us?
I do like him. He was on our show, and he's going to be at this Inside Comic Expo.
He's
going to hit me
time out of
there.
his schedule to talk to us.
He's a good friend of mine. His name is not going to work here anymore.
They're not appearing in this film.
Okay. I can never say his name. Shut up.
Well, he should feel right at home with 1,000 other people.
Give me
he
your
can't
phone,
pronounce.
because I like.
I apologize, Moriarty.
Okay, Molinari.
Yeah, Molinari. That's what I said.
Andrea Molinari.
I have a speech impediment.
No,
He has a brain impediment.
Molinari.
Yes, that's what I said. Moriarty. Anyways,
There are like multiple professional golfers.
I
with
feel
that
like you're
name.
actually going through a stroke right now because you're trying to decipher how awful I am. Anyways,
I can't decipher how awful you are.
he did The Shepherd. Check it out. We saw the first one and really liked it. He just had sequels come out too. Anyways, he had A Bridge Too Far. Sister Carolyn, your sister, she had Death Trap, Children of Men. She actually had Children on Men, so I don't think that's right.
That was a different movie altogether.
Kevin Spacey starred that one.
Are you reading the Nambla movie list?
Best boy was Bill Cosby. Number 3 is Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Number 2, The Prestige. Can't believe we forgot that one.
See, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is her number 3, like mine.
And the number 1, The Dark Knight Rises. Some people just want to watch the one
She wrote
bug.
The Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
Not The Dark Knight?
She wrote The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, I'm going to yell at her for that
Not
one.
Batman Begins.
No, not Batman 1966 either. Let's
Wasn't
see.
in that one, you jackass.
You're just bitter about Moriarty or whatever. Anyways, Chris Richardson at 365, William Paladin's partner. He had number 5, Zulu. Number 4, The Prestige. Number 3, The Muppet Christmas Carol. Thank you, Chris. Number 2, Batman Begins. Number 1, and tied with Dark Knight. Number 1, Harry Brown. Never saw that one.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Honorable
Private
mention.
investigator.
He had honorable with a U because he's British.
Honorable.
Cider House Rules, Get Carter, Jim's number 1, and The Swarm.
The Swarm, I didn't look over that.
Sean McCoon from Pittsburgh Nerd had Get Carter, 1971. The Italian Job from 1969. 69, Krakowski. The Dark Knight movies, Blame It on Rio, and Dirty Round Scoundrels. Anthony McGuire, didn't screw up his name. He
Probably did.
He had The Hand. Never saw that. Escape to Victory. Never saw that. The Prestige. Batman. The Batman films. And Dirty Round Scoundrels. So there you go. From Doug, number 1 fan, he had number 5, Batman Begins. Without a Clue. Great film. Number 3, Dark Knight. Number 2, Muppet Christmas Carol. Thank you. And Dirty Round Scoundrels. He had honorable mentions. Movies that may not be good, but he did a good job in them. He had Now You See Me, Miss Congeniality, Austin Powers Goldmember, and as Finn McMissile in Cars 2. No.
He actually was good in Now You See Me, even though the movie wasn't that
I
good.
never saw it.
It's worth watching if you aren't expecting a good movie.
Our listeners should go back and look at this thread, the Twitter thread that Jason and Doug are arguing about Cars 2 being a good movie and not being good.
And then it went into Brave.
Somehow, Jason decided he's going to talk Brave, which led to our
Twitter poll of the
Twitter
week.
poll of the week.
Besotted Geek. Take a look at his podcast, him and Mrs. He had Mr. Destiny. That's a good film. I enjoyed that one with Belushi.
Yeah, but isn't that Jim Belushi's movie?
Yes.
I didn't know he was in that.
Harry Brown, Goldmember, Muppet Christmas Carol, and the Nolan Batman trilogy.
You know, Besotted Geeks podcast is better if you listen to it rather than just look at it.
I like
That's
it.
what I've been doing wrong all these weeks.
Oh, man. I am so much more entertained when I turn the sound on.
From Nikki from from the Kiwi Island, New Zealand. She had Secondhand Lions is the first movie that comes to mind. Can't think of any others.
That's nowhere near Iceland, people.
About as far from Iceland as you can get and still be on the planet.
They're islands, same difference.
Good point.
Randall Holt had
What am I saying? Yeah, what the hell?
Randall Holt had Cars 2 and Jaws 4: The Revenge. I think he was being funny.
But it's not Jaws 4.
Bad idea of the week, number 340. The movie Cars 2.
And number 339, the movie Cars 3.
Yes.
338 getting invited to the White House.
337, The Good Dinosaur.
336 getting uninvited to the White House.
Now, that might be a good idea.
There you go.
335, Monsters University. There's a plethora this week. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. I had one.
What one did you have?
I don't think I ate a horse. I don't think I ate horse.
I don't think I ate horse. Okay.
That was the only thing I had.
Let's see. I had tapeworm.
Just tapeworm?
Just tapeworm.
He did have a starring role twice this week.
Exactly. That's why. Gas station sushi. One long shit.
Better than angry shits.
Hashtag panel.
Aww.
I had enjoy a good poutine. I had you have a brain impediment.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
Still making him laugh.
It's a horrible, brave.
Just the word brave.
Just the word brave. Horse grass. Lava dust insurance. Painfully slow.
You had a lot this week.
And it looks like that says sashling.
Sashling. I'm thinking about something about Mr. Mendez.
The Menendez sister.
No, I don't know if you're talking about your buddy who writes the comic.
That's Moriarty.
Andrew Moriarty.
Andrew Moriarty.
Andrew Moriarty.
I like hashtag panel.
Jason has a brain impediment.
Yeah, I do. You have a brain impediment. I like that.
Okay, let's go with that one.
You have a brain impediment?
Yes.
No.
No?
No.
Horse
I
grass?
enjoy good poutine.
Okay.
Because Jason laughs so hard at it. It was my dirty mind. I'm thinking of something else.
Ah!
So you said enjoy good poutine?
Enjoy a good poutine.
Enjoy
a good poutine.
P-O-U.
Yeah, you're going to have to look it up, Jason.
Going to pay extra on the street for it.
Wait, hold on. Be careful what you look up.
There's a lot of gravy in the picture.
I just had this conversation last night. And around one of the guys sitting at the table never saw Justin Timberlake's dick in a box. So he said, like, Google it. They were like, hold on. Make sure you're very specific when you Google it. SNL, Justin Timberlake, dick in a box.
Still remember the old lady when we were working at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh,
She
God.
came up and she's like, "Do you guys have a website?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. It's dsgsports.com." And she goes, "Oh, I went to Dicks.com and you couldn't imagine what they had on there."
Oh, I can get.
I can.
A lot of vagina.
Well, wasn't she in Austin Powers?
A lot of vagina. Okay, name it a lot of vagina.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
You've been listening to Hobie.